Shows up in somewhere
and Monica from HRLN to come and light the lamp so that we can start the proceedings. I would like to invite our panelists to come. Thomas is still stuck in traffic and he's on his way, so I request General Bhupender Singh to, in the meanwhile, please chair the session. We all have seen whatever is going on in India, and we all have been taking an active part and an active role in mitigating this kind of violence and reducing it, and being really vocal about how we feel and how we want to make our way forward as women. May I please request Mrs. Vinny Singh, the Executive Director of Maitri, to come and say a few words and start the conference.
I would like to thank all of you on behalf of HRLN and Maitri for being here. Unfortunately, a lot of our participants are stuck in traffic for, I guess it's a Monday morning, and much as you try to be on time, Delhi traffic is getting the better of everybody these days. To start the conference, we all know, why we are here. A promise is a promise. Time for action to end violence against women is the theme for UN Women this year. The United Nations defines violence against women as any act of gender-based violence that results in or is likely to result in physical, sexual or mental harm or suffering to women, including threats of such acts, coercion or arbitrary deprivation of liberty, whether occurring in public or in private life. Every time she walked the empty streets, she turned occasionally to see if someone was stalking her, if anyone was following her. Not until she reached the safety of her house did the breath become normal. This is how most women walk the streets, whether they are young or they are old, praying that they reach home safely without getting teased or stalked. Even at home, she can't feel 100% safe. That's the situation today. Public and private spaces both are invaded. India is a country which preaches about how to respect women as mother and sister. In ancient India, women were revered and respected. But today, India remains one of the countries with the highest number of molestation and rape cases. Statistics report a staggering 20,000 cases of rape and harassment of women in 2008. There have been cases of molestation of girl children as young as 6 months to women over 60 years. Statistics show that on an average, a woman is raped every hour in India. Only 1 in 69 rape cases are reported, and out of it, only 20% of those reported result in convictions for the rape accused. Rapes happen across the social strata in India. Nobody is spared, whether you are rich or you are old or you are poor or you are young. Many a times these cases are hushed up in the name of family honor or out of fear of the perpetrator, who often happens to be of high position and influence, or in many cases an acquaintance. Also, there is a stigma attached to it and the ostracization of the victim from the society for no fault of hers. However much we might talk of women empowerment and gender equality, our society still remains largely gender unequal. In case of dispute or a fight or a legal battle, it is always the women who are silenced and asked to surrender. Even when she is the victim, the society points its fingers at her and screams, "It is because of you and your ways that you landed up with this fate. It is you who dress up the way you do that people, kind of eye you or stalk you or behave with you the way they do." Women who venture out alone or do something out of the box are looked at with suspicious eyes. The victim of sexual harassment is often silenced by her own family out of fear and shame, and the victim is denied justice. Even if a complaint is filed, the accused is often let free or released with minimal punishment. The trial lasts for decades, and many a times the victim and the family would like to get over the tragedy and are forced to drop the charges. It is a sad fact that even the media-hyped molestation cases like those of Ruchika Gerotra and Priyadashini Mattu cases have taken such long time to deliver the verdicts. While the accused roam free with head held high, it is the victim who has to bear the brunt of the society and feel ashamed. We know what happened with Ruchika. She had to commit suicide. It is the victim who is the loser, sometimes even in front of the judicial system. Why is the victim further victimized and tortured mentally when, pardon my saying the word bloody, accused walks free and enjoys life? In addition to it, there are also the honor killings of female family members if they marry out of caste or fall in love with a person of a different religion. The number of dowry cases related harassment of women is also high in India. This ill treatment meted out to women is encouraged due to the fact that the chances of getting away with this crime are high and that women can be taunted and easily silenced. Strict and swift punishment of such crimes and proper awareness of change of attitude of the society can help prevent the rising number of crimes against women in Indian society. Only when we have a crime-free society can we say that we have achieved gender equality and women empowerment. And this can only lead to development and prosperity, for women are the ones who rock the cradle and rule the world. And why this has become a need today to address is because of the incident that happened on the 16th of December, which is known as the Nirbhaya case. And why Nirbhaya case actually, I would say, became the focus is, it was the catalyst. It was a case which actually shook up the nation because of probably why it happened in Delhi, it's the capital of India, and the media picked it up. And since the media picked it up, and this was a young girl who was, as per what our society says, was with an escort. She was not moving out at 12 o'clock in the night. She was there at a very decent hour, and she got into a public transport. And with all of that, yet she was assaulted, and a very heinous crime that took place could not be ignored. The young took the lead in this, and they created a movement which became, a point where even the government had to pay attention. And with the government coming into effect, Justice Verma Commission was created, where they have given recommendations. I think there were over a lakh of responses they got from public, the stakeholders. There were individuals from India and globally who gave their suggestions. And I think with that, I will hand it over to Sonal to take it on and we go forward. Thank you. And I would also like to mention, participate today. Yet we see the response of men is minimal. It's mostly the women who are here, and it's always taken, it's a women-centric issue, only the women have to deal with it. But till the time men and boys don't become part of the solution, we cannot end violence against women.
Thank you. Justice Leela Seth was the first woman judge in the Delhi High Court and the first woman to become the Chief Justice of a state High Court, which was Himachal Pradesh. She's worked for the rights of women during the entire course of her career, including being responsible for amendments to the Hindu Succession Act, which gives equal rights to daughters in joint family property. Justice Leela Seth is one of the members of the Justice Verma panel that has evaluated, deliberated and made recommendations for tougher crimes against women in India. I would like to invite Justice Leela Seth to please give the keynote address.
And it seems to be quite a, let me see if I can be seen, if I can't come back. Yeah. Most photos are too hard for me. And then we look at that. Can you hear me at the back? Can you hear me at the back? I'm very happy to be here, though I'm a Stephanie, because I know Gopal Subramanian, who was the youngest of the three members of the committee, was supposed to come and speak, but he couldn't come because of some other commitment. Are you sure you can hear me at the back? Yes. Yes? Just put your hand up. That's fine. Now, the subject for today, of course, is violence against women, but I've been asked to speak about the Justice Verma Committee. And let me tell you, of course, as Vinny Singh has just told you, that the catalyst for this committee was the rape case which took place on the 16th of December. And we know that rape case had many aspects to it, because of the way